Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I know it's been over a month, and I'm sorry I won't be able to until the semester's over, which is like around mid-April, because I got too much coursework and homework to do. Today's topic is on Islamophobia, which came to light whilst I was doing homework, actually, and research about it. I was doing research into the effects of 9/11, which is nearly 20 years ago, which was in 2001. And the effects of 9/11 on Muslim students in schools. And as I was reading that report, I realized that I have forgotten what racism and Islamophobia felt like. And I've forgotten the pains of Islamophobia. And I was wondering, where the heck did it go? And I realized that I developed coping mechanisms because racist remarks were hurled at me. Racism, I have experienced racism in schools, by students, by adults, by teachers, and I didn't want to feel the pain of those racist remarks. So I just internalized it, and I developed coping mechanisms to shrug it off and laugh it off. And a while back, before COVID, I was remembering that a friend of mine called me up, said, "Yo, I'm planning to coming over. Told my parents and about it, and my mom was like, don't go over. I'm scared of my family, and because we're Muslim." And I laughed about it. I just completely just laughed about it, and I realized recently that was me, my coping mechanism to strike it off. That was also me doing something completely very wrong, which is enabling racism, which is enabling Islamophobia, which is allowing people to be racist by me not showing any form of resistance to those comments. And that's my message for today, that I understand we cope to not feel the pain, but if there isn't any resistance, then the harm will continue, the racism will continue, Islamophobia will continue, and another Muslim person will be affected and hurt by it. And my message is to resist those types of Islamophobia and any type of racism. I also want to add, know your limits and know your capacity, and resist in however you can, but I don't want you to cause harm to yourself by losing your job because of efforts of resistance, or losing something, or causing harm to yourself, basically. Now, the most reassuring comment, I'd love to share this, I didn't even realize when someone said it to me. The most reassuring comment I've ever heard was that someone said to me that Islamophobia existed in time today, and it existed in the time of the Prophet ﷺ and the Sahaba. And I was just like, wow, that never ever crossed my mind. And the people were harmful or hurtful to and oppressive to the Sahaba and the Prophet ﷺ, and we're resembling, and we have a similarity to what they went through, and we know how much Allah loved their sacrifices, and Allah loved how they resisted against the racism, and how much of an effect their resistance brought to the Arabian Peninsula. And so, in light of that, I have a verse that I want to share. لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة. Indeed, in the Messenger of Allah, there is an excellent example. So follow the example of the Prophet ﷺ. What did he do after the event of Taif? He made dua for the people. Alright guys, that's it for me today. I'll see you guys mid-April. Maybe hopefully before then. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.